How this weird-looking gadget could save your pet's life. If you own a pet reptile, you need this. This is a thermostat, or temperature controller. It is used to regulate the temperature of heating devices such as lamps or heat pads. Reptile heating pads are notorious for overheating, and even though ceramic heat lamps are considered to be more reliable, they still need to be regulated. Sadly, many chain pet stores do not sell these thermostats, and don't even tell people that they are needed, leading to hundreds of pet reptiles being checked into vet clinics for serious burn wounds, which even if not directly fatal could cause fatal infections. This is actually why heat pads for reptiles are now considered outdated. They are so prone to accidents. Even if you do have a thermostat, power surges can also cause these pads to overheat. But even though heat pads can be terrible, they aren't the worst heating product on the market for reptiles. The worst has been around since the 80s and is absolutely never recommended to be used. If you kept pet reptiles during the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, you've definitely seen heat rocks before. You may have even used one for your pet, but these are honestly even worse than heat pads. Because unlike a heat pad, these cannot be regulated with a thermostat. These are also supposed to be placed directly into your pet's cage, not underneath like a heat pad, so when it does overheat, your animal is sitting directly on it, causing even worse injuries than those from a heat pad. The best heat sources for pet reptiles include basking lamps, ceramic heat lamps, deep heat projectors, and radiant heat panels, all of which should be regulated with a thermostat. There are two different kinds of thermostats you can get. Which type you get will depend on what kind of heat source you have. For a heat lamp or basking lamp that produces light, you will want a dimming thermostat. This type of thermostat dims the light produced by the heat bulb, thus controlling the temperature of the tank. For heat sources that do not produce light, such as ceramic heaters and heat pads, you will want an on-off thermostat, as the name implies. This type of thermostat turns the heat source on or off depending on the temperature inside the cage rather than dimming the light, whichever you need. Just make sure you do proper research on what temperatures your pet needs in order to thrive, as different reptiles have different temperature requirements. Thanks for watching.